Once upon a time, during the days of Governor Jiao Mingtu in the ancient Chinese city of Chenzhou, there lived a woman named Su Xian. She was known for her beauty and kindness, and every day, she would go to the riverbank to wash clothes. There was a large stone in the river, and Su Xian would often sit on it while washing her clothes. One day, as she was washing by the river, she noticed a beautiful strand of waterweed, emerald green and graceful, floating on the water's surface. It danced elegantly, making 3 circles around the stone. Su Xian was captivated by this enchanting sight. Soon after returning home, her belly began to swell, and her mother inquired about the cause. Su Xian truthfully explained, leaving her mother bewildered. Several months later, she gave birth to a healthy baby boy. However, bearing a child out of wedlock was considered a great shame in society at that time. Reluctant to abandon her son, she decided to raise him in secret, hiding the child in a chest. She made a vow never to marry, dedicating herself to raising her son into adulthood. However, living as an unwed mother brought her constant shame. As the boy reached the age of 7, he suddenly said to Su Xian, "Mother, I've grown up. I can't remain confined at home any longer. Please allow me to leave, I don't want to be a burden to you." Tears filled Su Xian's eyes as she asked, "But where will you go?" Her son replied, "I was never meant to be a human. I must journey across valleys and soar through the clouds to find my true place." Su Xian, in tears, asked, "When will you return?" Her son answered, "I will return when you are on your deathbed, mother. After I leave, if you ever need anything, just open the hidden chest, and you will surely find what you need." With that, he bid his mother farewell and left. Su Xian went outside to see him off, but he had already disappeared without a trace. From that moment on, Su Xian remained true to her vow, and she and her mother lived together. However, their financial situation deteriorated. One day, while preparing breakfast, Su Xian realized they had run out of rice, and she had no means to obtain more. Suddenly, she remembered her son's parting words and opened the chest, where she found white rice to prepare their meal. From that day forward, all her wishes were granted. After 3 years, Su Xian's mother passed away, and she used the resources from the chest to cover the funeral expenses. Alone and never leaving her home for 30 years, Su Xian became a recluse. One day, a neighbor came to borrow fire from her. After a brief conversation, the neighbor left. However, not long after, she saw a wondrous phenomenon. Colorful clouds appeared in the sky, and within those clouds stood a splendidly dressed woman. To her amazement, it was Su Xian. The colorful clouds lingered in the sky for a while, ascending higher and higher until they disappeared from sight. Puzzled, the neighbors went to Su Xian's home, where they discovered her, elegantly adorned, but lifeless. With no living relatives, they decided to provide funds for her burial. Suddenly, a young man from outside entered the scene. He was tall and handsome, and he graciously contributed the necessary expenses for his mother's funeral. The villagers, who knew of Su Xian's son, harbored no suspicions. The young man buried his mother and planted 2 peach trees at her gravesite. After bidding farewell to the villagers, he had only taken a few steps when colorful clouds materialized beneath his feet, and he vanished into thin air. In the years that followed, the 2 peach trees flourished, bearing sweet and delicious fruit. The locals called them Su Xian peach trees, and they continued to thrive, year after year, never withering or fading. And thus, the tale of Su Xian was passed down through the generations, a story of her beautiful deeds and her son's heartfelt promise, eternally cherished by those who heard it.